Okay, welcome, Nadia. Let's please begin.
Hi, teacher.
Hi.
And I think I couldn't do all the homework. I think.
Okay, let's review. Okay, let's review. Let me review this. Uh, okay. Let's review here. Okay. Okay, everything was 100%. In this case, in these homeworks, well, I don't know how to really reschedule them. We don't reschedule these homeworks. Okay, so you're gonna have, I think, 0, but
Mm,
that will be in the average. So let's try to. I need to do the homeworks, all the homeworks by certain date. Okay, so if you really think it's too much homework, please tell me. But until the end of the module,
mhm.
uh, we need to do everything. Okay, so as you said, there's gonna be a day like I don't know, Friday to Sunday where we can assign most of it, right?
Yeah.
So
Yes.
let's do that so that you have
Yes.
all the homework by that day. Okay, so
Okay.
in this case, we're not gonna assign so much in the future. If I know how to change the date, but I don't know, I'll need to figure it out, but I really cannot promise anything. So let's please begin here. We need to do everything here. Oh, yes. So this would be homework for next class. Okay, so it's gonna be from here. Pronunciation. Okay, I think this is not too much, okay? I wouldn't assign writing because that'd be much. Or do you think that only these two? It depends on you.
For uh
Or we can do
for
it for like for Friday if you want.
um do we have class tomorrow? Yes, right?
Yes, we have
Uh
tomorrow or Friday.
oh
Or
yeah.
I can give you all the homework for
Yeah,
Sunday.
that
How
will be
about that?
better. Yeah, Sunday at the
At,
at night or at
before the class, right?
before the class. Yeah, yeah, it's okay. That's okay.
Okay, so let's do that.
Yeah,
So the class is for me it's I guess 8. For you it's 9, right?
it's
9, 7.
uh 7, I
So
think.
7 a.m. Yes, for me it's
Yes,
like
for me.
7:59 p.m.
Okay.
So this would be for that day. But of course, we're going to sign a lot. So if you can really advance in these days, that'd be better. Okay, so right now, so we can do the test. Right now we have 2 quizzes. Okay, that we did everything in the grammar section. Yes. So we have 2 quizzes right now. So we're gonna we're gonna test these quizzes tomorrow, okay? So
Okay.
you're gonna have tomorrow, you're gonna have these two quizzes. Each quiz will take you probably, I think 20 minutes. Okay, that's the average. So that's why we do most of the times we try to do two quizzes at once. Okay, so that we don't waste the whole class because you will be able to do two quizzes in 1 hour. Okay, because it takes just about 20 minutes, 25 minutes each. Okay, so I'm gonna assign these for tomorrow.
With that, those quizzes are like homework.
No, it's not homework. You're gonna do that tomorrow in the class.
Oh, okay, okay. Tomorrow,
Yes,
yeah.
in the
Okay.
regular hour,
Okay,
you're
okay.
gonna do that. Okay, so you have homework. So let me please see what time I have with you.
Tomorrow, I think it's at
It's tomorrow, it's at 9. Okay, so I have like 9 p.m. So 9 to 10 p.m. That will be for you, I think, 8 to 9, right? 8 to 9 p.m.
yes, I think so.
Yes, right? For tomorrow at 10 p.m. You're gonna enable time. Yes, I'm gonna give you here 60 minutes. And okay, so I've already assigned these two quizzes. So tomorrow, please don't wait for a link. You only need to log in at the time of the class, that 9 p.m. and do the quizzes. Okay. So it's gonna tell you like the whole class basically, because 25 minutes twice, that'd be 50 minutes. So if you take a little bit longer, that'd be the hour. Okay, so
But I
let's
need to
please.
enter to the Zoom or not?
No, no, you don't need to enter to Zoom.
Okay.
You don't need to enter. Yes. So, and then of course, we're gonna have, we have, as I told you, 8 days. So I think we started on uh Sunday. Did we start it on Sunday or Friday? It was Sunday, right?
Yeah, Sunday. Yeah,
Sunday. We had classes on
Tuesday. Yeah.
Tuesday, today, and yes, tomorrow is gonna be the fourth class. That's right. Because we only have 8 classes for the whole for the whole 4 chapters, okay? So that means that you're gonna have the final test. We're gonna have one, two, three, and 4. It's gonna be on Tuesday, okay? The final test. It's gonna be on Tuesday. Okay,
At
so
the hour of the class.
yes, at the hour of the class, the final one for this
Okay.
module. Okay,
Mhm.
so that's very important. Okay, so let's please begin with A3. Let's please read from the beginning.
Okay. Listening. Predict topics in conversations. Listen for details of people's plans. Listen for the main purpose of people's plans. Listen to directions on how to register for classes at the university. Speaking, asking for general and specific impressions. Responding to questions about impressions. Grammar, present perfect and present perfect continuous. Uh, how do I pronounce that?
Embedded.
Embedded. Okay, embedded. WH and yes, no questions. Participle adjectives. Pronunciation, rising intonation for some questions, stressing noun compounds. Reading and vocabulary, getting the meaning from context, understanding main ideas and details. Writing, pre-writing technique, answer guiding questions. Task, write a descriptive explanatory paragraph about a cell phone. And skill, give explanations and details.
Okay, great. Any question here?
What does it mean, embedded? How do you say that?
Embedded. Embedded.
Embedded. What
Embedded
does it
is
mean?
like it's incorporated. Okay, it's like incorporated. That would be embedded. Like
Okay.
it's incorporated. So embedded questions would be like questions incorporated in sentences.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Like indirect questions.
Uh, it's more like implanted. Implanted. When you implant something, like in this embedded yes no questions, it's like the question is implanted in a regular sentence. Okay, like I wonder if I need to go there. When I say I wonder if I need to go there,
Mhm.
that's a sentence, right? Because I started with I wonder.
Uh-huh.
I wonder if I need to go there. That's an embedded question. Let me write this down for you. I wonder. Okay, so in this case, when I say I wonder, that means that uh, this is like a sentence, right? When you use like I wonder, like so you don't need to have a question mark here. Or I wonder when, or I was wondering when the plane leaves. Okay, so this is a question, right? Basically, like I'm asking a question, but technically it's not a question because it does not start with a WH question, right? Is it with a WH word, or it's not a yes no question, the second one. So this is like an embedded question. The question is implanted in a sentence. That's why we cannot we cannot write it like this. I was wondering when the plane leaves. We don't use question mark because it's not a sentence technically. It's not a question technically. It is a sentence. And because
Okay.
it is a sentence, we need to use that dot. But
Mhm.
it's a question really. That's an embedded question. Okay, W embedded W and yes no questions. Okay, so this is a W because we use one WH and this is a yes no question. Okay,
Okay. Understood.
so
Okay.
let's please continue. Let's please read.
Video listening. Watch the video and answer questions about the information and ideas in it. Learn more about body language and other cultural aspects of the video. Vocabulary. Learn the meanings and usage of these occupations connected to acting. Agent, camera person, costume designer, film director, makeup artist, producer, scriptwriter, set designer, sound engineer, a stunt person. Speaking, learning expressions you can use to ask for general and specific impressions. What do you think of Professor Roberts? What do you like about his lectures? Respond to questions about impressions. He's fabulous. Grammar, learn to express yourself using present perfect and present perfect continuous. Have you found out Jackie's schedule? I've been studying journalism for about 6 months. Uh, Embedded WH and yes no questions. Can you tell me when the class begins? Do you know if she's there? Participle adjectives. It was so exciting. Task listening. Listen to the college advisor's instructions for how to register for classes. Choose the correct places on the maps of the campus. Pronunciation. Practice your pronunciation of rising intonation from some questions. Do you know if he's teaching this semester? Stress in noun compounds. Homework. Drama student. Reading. Read about the cell phone phenomenon across the world. On the web, research smartphones, write about the smartphone.
Okay, any questions here?
What does it mean, a stunt person?
Stunt person, I guess it's here. It's like the person who makes stunts, like in Spanish, we call him like el doble de acción, right? In a
Oh, okay,
movie,
okay.
That'd be the stunt person, the person who is like the same has the same face of the principal actor, and he does all the stunts.
Okay.
Okay.
Sorry,
So
teacher, I can hear myself when I speak. I don't know
you
if
can, and yesterday you could,
no, no, that's the first time.
and so it must be something with you because I have the same,
See,
the same, the same,
configuration.
the same microphone, and I have the same. My computer is the speaker, so I don't
Okay.
think that it's me actually.
Mm,
Can you check
I
it on your end? Because it was the same as yesterday.
okay, I will see that. You
Okay,
continue. Okay.
please tell me because it's the same. Okay, so let's please continue right now. You can check if you have the same configuration as yesterday. That would be my recommendation. Okay, so I'm gonna assign you this. If you want, I can assign this to you for Tuesday, or do you prefer for Sunday? It depends on you. For
Mm,
Tuesday, like next week.
mm, yes, that will be better, I guess.
That'd be better, right? You have more dates. Okay, so
Yeah.
you have more days. Let's do that. Everything's gonna be assigned to that date. You can, I will of course recommend that you try to work ahead of schedule. So let's please, okay, hold on. So Tuesday we have for me at 2 p.m. So it's for 1:59. Great. Let's please do the grammar. Listen first.
Hi, it's Emily. You know, I've been watching a lot of soccer lately. I've watched 3 matches on TV so far, and I've even gone to a few games. Have been watching is the present perfect continuous. Have watched and have gone are the present perfect. Let's compare these two verb forms.
Okay, can you please read number one?
Okay. We often use the present perfect to talk about something that was completed at some time in the past, but not at a specific time. With the present perfect, we are focusing on the completion and result of an action. Talia says, have you found out Jackie's schedule? In the example, Talia wants to know about the result of Amy's research. Okay, yeah. And number two, we often use the present perfect continuous to talk about something that happened in the past and is still happening. With the present perfect continuous, we are focusing on the continuation of an action. Amy says she's been sitting in the lounge for about 10 minutes. In the example, Amy means that Jackie is still sitting in the lounge.
Lunch. Okay, great. This word, by the way, is often, like we say, not often, often. Okay, we
Often, okay,
often
yeah,
use like we
okay,
say. It's a very
okay,
okay.
often. Okay.
So let's see, present perfect. So in this case, when you talk about the past, you can write with present perfect or simple past. You have those two options. So uh, in this case, we could use both of them. Okay, like let me right here. Like here. Mm, I don't know. I have eaten pizza. I ate pizza. Okay, so we could use both of them when we're trying to talk about something in the past. Okay, so we can use any of them. But if you have a specific time, like you say like a specific time, like yesterday, all of a sudden, this is not a possibility. Okay, you cannot say that. You cannot say this. I have eaten pizza yesterday because when you have a specific time, you need to use the simple past. Okay, that's why it says here that, but not in a specific time. Because if you have a specific time, that'd be simple past. Okay, so uh, uh, then let's go to the present perfect continuous. Present perfect continuous is to talk about the something that happened in the past and is still happening right now. We're focusing on the continuation of the action. Okay, like I don't know. I have been teaching the TOEFL for 8 years. So this is something that I have done. I have been teaching the TOEFL for 8 years. That means that I'm still teaching the TOEFL, right? So I started 8 years ago, and I'm still teaching the TOEFL, right? So that's something that would be a present perfect continuous sentence. Okay. I don't
Okay.
know if questions until here, number one and number two.
Number one, if I don't have a specific time, it is the same to use the present perfect and the past simple, right?
Yes, it's the same. It's the same.
Same. Okay. Okay.
Okay, great.
Mhm.
So let's move on to number 3 and 4.
Number three, we often use the present perfect to talk about amounts and how much, how many, and how many times. Jackie says, we've read 3 books in Professor Roberts' class. We often use the present perfect continuous to talk about how long. I've been studying journalism for about 6 months.
Okay, let's do number 5.
Sometimes you can use either the present perfect or the present perfect continuous with verbs such as live, work, study, play, take, and or teach with for or since. There is often no difference in meaning between the present perfect and the present perfect continuous. Amy has studied journalism since last year. Amy has been studying journalism since last year. These 2 sentences have the same meaning.
Okay, so let's please review this. We can often use the present perfect to talk about amounts. How much, how many times. Okay, so if you have like amounts, uh, it'd be better to use the present perfect. That doesn't mean that you cannot use the simple past, but here they recommend that you use the present perfect. Okay, so uh, we've read 3 books, Professor Robert class. Let me, I don't know. We've donated $3 million for that charity. Okay, so that's another example. This case would be to the charity. Another thing would be like we have completed 3 push-ups. Okay, so when you have the amount, you are recommended to use the present perfect. Okay, so that's the first thing. Then you can use the present perfect continuous to talk about how long. Okay, I don't know. Here you can say, I don't know. I've been studying financial engineering for 3 years, let's say. Or I have been I have been going to that gym for 3 months. Okay, so when you talk about how long, you use basically present perfect continuous because you will use for or since when you're talking about how long. Okay, do you have any questions until there?
It is correct to say I have been being or not?
I have been being?
Yeah, like
Yes, yes, but
yeah,
what? I have been being like this?
Yes.
Okay, being what?
Being, I don't know, a student maybe for
What?
a student,
I have been being a student. Oh, yes.
a student for 3 years maybe. I don't know. It is correct.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
For how long?
For 3 years maybe.
Okay. Yes, it's correct.
Okay.
I have been being a student for
Being-
3 years.
Mhm.
So, or you could say like, yes. Let's do number 5. Sometimes you can use either the present perfect or the present perfect continuous, like with the verbs like live, work, study, play, take, and teach or teach with or since. There's often no difference in meaning between the present perfect and the present perfect continuous. So here with these verbs, you can use either of them. Okay, like I have been living here for 3 years, or is the same as I have lived here for 3 years, or I have been working in Pepsi, let's say Pepsi, since 2020, or I have worked in Pepsi in 2020.
Just with those verbs, right?
Yes, with these verbs.
Okay.
Okay, so here's at Pepsi. Okay, so any questions here?
Nope. No, it's okay.
Okay, great. Let's move on. Present perfect continuous embedded. Let's do this one.
Hi. Today we're going to look at embedded WH and yes/no questions. I don't know if you've already studied them. Do you know how we form them? We're going to talk about that too.
Okay, can you please read here?
Okay, an embedded question is a question that's inside another sentence. What do you mean? I know what you mean. What you mean is an embedded question. Okay. Embedded WH questions begin with a question word. When does the class begin? Can you tell me when the class begins?
Okay, so here An embedded question is a question that is inside another sentence. Like, what do you mean? I know what you mean. So, what do you mean is an embedded question. It's a question inside a sentence. And embedded WH questions begin with the WH question word. Okay, so I don't know if you have any questions there.
Okay. Well, what do you mean it's not a bad question, right?
What do you mean
What do you
would
mean?
be the
No.
embedded question? Yes, here.
Just what you mean, yeah.
What do you mean? Yes, what do you mean? That's right.
Mm-hmm. That's
Okay.
it's Amy is both sentences. It's a mistake, right? In
Where? Amy.
yeah, Amy
Oh, it's
asked
Amy.
I mean she asks and she responds. It's a mistake, right?
I don't think that she's responding. I think that it's the same. Like she's asking to the same question, two different forms. Because this is not the answer to this, right?
Mm, it they're like the same. Is that what you mean?
Yes.
And I know
Oh,
what
I'm
you
sorry.
mean.
What do you mean? I know what you mean. Oh no, that's different. I'm sorry. Yes, it's different. But
Okay, yeah.
if this is not an answer to this question, that's what I'm trying to say. Like if I ask you, what do you mean? You answer to me, I know what you mean. That wouldn't be
Yeah, of
appropriate,
course.
right? All right. So
Okay.
that's why I think they have Amy. It might as well be a mistake. You've seen that in this book there are a lot of mistakes. I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, but
Okay.
these are two examples of questions. So let's do number 3
Okay.
and 4, please.
Embedded yes no questions begin with if. Talia says, is she there? Do you know if she's there? Okay. And notice that we use statement word order, not question order, in embedded questions. Where is she? Is she there?
Let's do this one more, please. Number 5 and 6.
Number 5, we don't use a form of the auxiliary verb do in the embedded question. Amy says, what do you mean? We do not say, I know what do you mean, or I know what you do mean. Does she have an agent? We do not say, I wonder, does she have an agent, or I wonder she does have an agent. Number 6, you can have an embedded question inside a statement or inside another question. When the embedded question is in a statement, use a period at the end of a sentence. I know what you want. When the embedded question is in a question, use a question mark at the end of a sentence. Can you tell me what you want?
Okay. So let's begin. Embedded questions, yes, no question begin with if. So is she there? Do you know if she's there? That's the question. So when you have a yes, no question, you need it like transform it into an if. Okay, so I don't know if you said. Let me do this. If I said like, are you a soccer player? The best question would be, do you know if he is a soccer player? Okay, so that's like the embedded question. And there are many ways you can say this. You can use, I wonder if he is a soccer player. Or you can use any of this. Could you tell me? I wonder. Do you know? Can you remember? Let's ask. We need to find out. I'd like to know. I'm not sure. Would you mind explaining? So you can use, these are not all, of course, but these are some examples. Okay, so we need to use this. So let's please continue. Notice that that we use the statement word order in that question order in embedded questions. So here, where is she is the question. Is she there? Okay. So here I think there's a mistake. Where is she? Is she there? So the embedded question would be, I wonder if she is there. Okay, so that is the embedded question. But in a normal question, you would ask, where is she? Is she there? So this is a normal question. Where is she? Is she there? So in most cases, with normal questions, you realize that first it comes the verb, right? Like in this case, the verb be. But in embedded questions, the verb be comes after this pronoun. Okay, so that's what they're trying to say here. Notice that we use a statement word order. This is a statement word order. When we say like she is there, that's a statement word order, not a question order. A question order would be, is she there? Okay, so I don't know if you get this part.
Yes, but for example, I can say, can you remember if, no, of course, if she's there, right? If she's there.
If she's there,
If
yes.
she's there, yeah, if she's there. You ask him if she's, yeah, it's okay. Yep.
Okay, great. So let's move on. Everything is clear. So here. Okay, so we don't use a form of auxiliary verb do in the embedded questions. When you have like questions with the auxiliary verb do. Okay, so in that case, like, I don't know, the question could be, what do you think? Let's see. What do you think? I wonder what he, instead of saying does think, you actually say he thinks, right? So you don't use this one. You don't use this one. So in this case, it's be wrong. Okay, so I wonder what he thinks. So we don't use the do here. We directly transfer, if it has an S, to the verb. Right, if it's does, if it's singular, we need to transfer the S to the verb. Okay, so here, same.
Sorry, it's wrong to say, I wonder, what does he think, right?
Yes, that's, if you said like, a great question. If you said like, I wonder, what does he think? This is totally wrong. Why? Because this is question word order. Right? So it's a question word order. If you remember, we need a statement word order. Okay, so that's wrong. Okay, so you can also here, let me here clear this. Great. So here, when you have like without the WH questions like does he know how to play? You would say, I wonder if he knows
He knows how.
how to play. I wonder if he knows how to play. So here the same. Instead of does know, we transform that to knows. Okay? Like here, they say it's incorrect. I wonder does she have an agent, or I wonder she does have an agent. Okay, both of them are wrong. Okay, so in this case, we would say, I wonder if she has an agent. That'd be the correct one here. Okay. And here I know why, what do you mean? I know what you mean. I know what you mean. And this is something that we use pretty often. I know what you mean. Okay, so that'd be the correct transformation. Any question number 5?
No, no, it's okay.
Okay, great. So let's move on to number 6. You can have an embedded question inside a statement or inside another question. Yeah, they told you it's like you have it inside. And I told you that it was inside a statement, but here you can, of course, you can have it inside another question. I didn't mention that. Because when you use like some of them, like, can you tell me? You'll need to use like the question mark at the end of a sentence. Okay, so if you said, I wonder, or I know, you don't need to use the question mark. But if you said, like, can you tell me what you want? Then you will need to have the question mark. Okay, because can you tell me is a question, right? Isn't it? And I wonder is not a question. I wonder is a statement, right? So you can recognize if it's a question or it's a statement based on like here. Let me write down the examples. So I wonder, these are the ones that I wrote before. I wonder is a statement, right? So after this, you will need to have a dot, right? Could you tell me? This is a question. So at the end, you'll need to have a question mark. Do you know? It's the same because it is a question, right? Do you know it's a question? Can you remember it's the same? Let's ask, you'll need to have a dot. We need to find out a dot. I'd like to know a dot. I'm not sure. Dot. Would you mind? Question mark. Explaining. Okay, so let's ask the same question. I wonder if she is there. Could you tell me if she is there? Do you know if she is there? Can you remember if she is there? Let's ask if she is there. We need to find out if she is there. I'd like to know, right? So that's how you recognize if you need to have like a question mark or a period at the end of the sentence. Any questions there?
It is wrong to say, can you tell me what do you want, right? Can you tell me what do you want?
Can you tell me what you want? Yes, not
What
what
do
do
you-
you want?
Yeah,
No,
okay.
what do you want? No, no, that's incorrect.
If I say, can you tell me if that's what you want? Is correct?
Can you tell
Tell me
me if
if that
is
is what you want.
want?
Yeah,
Yes, that's
right.
correct.
If that is what you want, yeah.
Yes, it's correct. Okay, so let's please continue. Let's do participle adjectives here.
Hi! Today we're going to review an interesting topic, participial adjectives. Are you interested in finding out about them? Interesting and interested are two examples of participial adjectives. Let's talk about when to use them.
Okay, let's finish read.
It is participial. Participial.
Participial, I think. Let's hear participial.
Hi! Today we're going to review an interesting topic, participial adjectives.
Participial, yes. Participial.
Participial adjectives end in ed and ing. They usually describe feelings or reactions, but the two forms have different meanings. Examples of participial adjectives are bored and boring.
Okay, let's continue with 23.
We use ed adjectives to talk about how someone feels. Amy says, I am not surprised. In the example, Amy is talking about how she feels. We use ing adjectives to talk about someone or something that causes a feeling or reaction. Jackie says, I saw Madonna. It was so exciting. Okay. In the example, Jackie is talking about how seeing Madonna Madonna in a restaurant caused a reaction in her. Seeing Madonna was exciting. As a result, Jackie felt excited.
Okay, great. So here, participial adjectives, basically, we use the past participle, like this one, surprised, to talk about how someone feels. Okay, so I'll write down this. I was really bored during the flight. She is okay, so here you have some examples. So when we talk about how someone feels, we use the ed adjectives like it was really boring. She's interested. John is frightened. Or spiders. She's interested in history. He was really bored during the flight. Okay, so that's the first type. Then you have the ing ones. They're used to talk about someone or something that causes a feeling or a reaction. Like this. Was such a long, boring flight. I read a really many people okay, so it was such a long, boring flight. So I'm describing, like I'm talking about the flight, right? That causes everybody to be bored. Or what I read a really interesting book. So the book causes everybody to feel like interested. Many people find spider frightening. So this is spider cause a reaction of being frightened of spiders, right? So they are causing the feeling or the reaction. In this case, it's about how someone feels. Do you have any questions so far?
No, teacher. It's okay.
Okay, and yes, this is the same. Okay, so if you don't have any questions, let's please move on. Okay, we're gonna do this. Okay, Amy has found out that Jackie takes acting classes at the university now, comma. They're missing here a comma. Okay, they're missing a comma. Now Amy has gone there to find Jackie. Talia is going to meet her at the university so that they can talk to Jackie. Amy has arrived for Talia. Look at the picture. Amy's gonna talk to Jackie pretty. What do you think she will talk about first? Here's an embedded question. Can you see?
You think? Yeah.
What do you think she will talk? It would be wrong if we said, what do you think will she talk about? That'd be the question order. Okay, right? So here you are using the statement order. She will talk about. Okay, so this is an embedded question. Okay, what do you think?
Well, she will talk about the drama classes, I think.
Okay, so let's watch.
Talia, where are you? Are you almost here?
I'm less than 5 minutes away. Can you see her?
Yes, yes. I see her. She's sitting at a table. Hurry up, class starts in about 10 minutes.
Well, just go over to her and start a conversation. You've done your homework, haven't you?
My homework?
I mean, have you found out what courses she's taking and everything?
Oh, yeah. I can do a little acting myself, if that's what you mean.
So, go act like a drama student and go and talk to her. I'll be right there.
Excuse me, you're in the drama program, right?
Yes. Oh, hi.
Do you know if Professor Roberts is teaching this semester?
Yes, he is. He's fabulous. I'm taking his improvisation class. In fact, it's tonight.
Oh, great.
I've been taking classes here for about a year, and I think he's been my best teacher.
I know what you mean. He's very inspiring, wouldn't you say?
Absolutely. I've become a much better actor since taking his classes.
Yes, I'm sure you have.
Okay, so what do you think the answer was?
It was the drama classes.
Okay, great. So let's move on. We're gonna do number 2. Okay, so Amy continues talking with Jackie. She's trying to make small talk, pleasant conversation to fill the time until Talia arrives. Jackie gets very excited and tells Amy several personal things during this conversation. What do you think she tells Amy? Another embedded question, right? She tells Amy.
Yeah.
So what do you think she tells her?
Jackie gets very excited. Maybe that she's hoping to be a movie star someday.
Okay, so let's watch.
Oh, I'm Amy Lee, by the way.
Hi, Jackie Bishop. Well, that's my real name. My stage name is Jackie Baker.
So, do you have an agent?
As a matter of fact, I spoke to an agent last week. I just sent him my audition reel, and he thought it was incredible.
I'm not surprised. You do seem incredible.
And my brother knows this big-time film director. He's going to introduce me.
That's great. Wait, is your brother that famous soccer player?
Dean Bishop? That's right. He's my older brother. We just adore each other. He's a soccer star. I'm going to be a movie star. Tonight, he's taking me out for a celebration.
Tonight? Really? A celebration? What are you celebrating?
Oh, just this little success. I like to say, always celebrate your successes.
That sounds like excellent advice.
Anyway, we're going to this fabulous restaurant near here, Valentino's. Have you ever eaten there?
Me? No, I can't afford that.
I ate there once and I saw Madonna.
Wow.
Can you believe it? It was so exciting.
I guess you have to go to the right places.
Absolutely. I booked the perfect table for people watching.
I'm impressed. You really plan ahead. You're amazing.
Okay, so what do you think?
Well, yes, she told her that her brother knows someone in the movie business.
The movie industry, yes, that's right. Okay, so let's please continue here. Okay, so basically we did assign all this homework. So let me see. We assigned you 3. Listening, vocabulary, speaking.
Is that for me? That's Lucia.
What?
It says in the course A10 Lucia.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, you're right. That's not yours. So we assign, hold on. Yeah, I think that I assigned somebody else an assignment here. To date, no. Okay, hold on. I think I got confused here. What happened? Let me see. Oh, this is something wrong. There's something wrong here.
All the homework that you assigned to me appears in assignments, right?
Yes, I think that I didn't assign you anything. Hold on. What did we do? Let me see. Mm.
Yeah, will you reassign the homework, right?
Yes, I'll reassign the
From
homework. I think we
okay.
that we advanced on another module. Okay, I think that I was
Okay.
completely confused. But what we're gonna do is we're not gonna, because anyways we'll need to cover that. Okay, so we did actually today we focused on the grammar section of B2. So these will be like A9, A10, A11, A12. Okay, so we advanced with a course of A12, basically. So
Oh.
what we're gonna do is let me think about it. Let's okay, so I'm gonna assign you homework, but it's gonna be for Tuesday, right? Everything is gonna be
Yeah.
for Tuesday right
Yes,
now.
yes,
And
teacher.
then we're gonna tomorrow we're gonna have classes in that case because we didn't do this part. Okay, tomorrow we're gonna have classes
Not
and
the
I'm gonna
quiz.
assign yes, tomorrow we're gonna have classes and then
Okay.
our test is gonna be on Friday. Okay, our test is gonna be on Friday
Okay.
and then
Yeah.
on Tuesday.
Okay. It's okay.
Okay, so on Friday and on Tuesday. Okay,
Mhm.
so if we take like on because we made this mistake, I think that we can have one more day because we already today worked on something that we weren't supposed to. So let's settle on Friday is gonna be the test of B1 and B2. That's gonna be on Friday. Okay.
Mhm.
And on Wednesday, we're gonna have the test, like the final test. Okay, we're gonna take one more day because in 4 modules or in 3 courses, like in 8, as I told you, we're not gonna have that class. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna assign all the homework for Wednesday. Okay, so don't worry about it.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Bye bye.
Yeah. Bye.
Oh, hold on. Please fill out this poll. Please fill out this poll
Oh,
before
okay.
you leave.
Yeah.
Please
Almost.
fill out